Good morning, you're watching CNN News 18 with me, Vandana Sebastian Bawa. Our top story this hour. With just 4 days to go for the elections in Bihar, jobs is in focus in battleground Bihar. Lok Janshakti Party Chief Chirag Paswan kept up his attack on Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, this time over the alcohol ban in the state. Paswan reasoned that the rise in smuggling of alcohol in the state was due to an increase in unemployment. He said people in the state are being labelled as smugglers in the name of the liquor ban. Remember, alcohol was banned in the state in 2016, months after Nitish was elected as the Chief Minister. Well, bringing in our political editor Maria Shakil, who joins us live from Patna for more details. Maria, Nitish Kumar is up against a lot. Prohibition hasn't had the kind of impact on the ground as he would have hoped. He's also battling anti-incumbency, the economic crisis that the state is battling on account of the corona pandemic, and large-scale unemployment.
Yes, and but the advantage that he has is the broad caste equation that is with him. That is of the BJP, JDU and the other smaller parties, that is the HAM of Jitan Ram Manji and VIP party of Mukesh Sahni. So their base at which they begin is almost double of what the Mahagathbandhan parties are. So that is the advantage with which Nitish Kumar is operating from. Let's not forget that this is what Bihar is, that it is a caste-driven society where voting is on caste lines. When we talk about issues of unemployment, when we talk that Tejasvi is promising jobs, when we talk about how liquor ban or prohibition may have gone horribly wrong, let's not forget that there are people who say Nitish Kumar is a chief minister who has delivered on multiple counts. He may have failed in the last few years, but do we have an option? The question is, has Tejasvi Yadav emerged as that option? His rallies are drawing a lot of crowd and there is a lot of euphoria and energy in his crowds. But again, as I've been saying, BJP, JDU have that caste base advantage based on the calculation of the 2015 and 2019 elections. So that is why when we see that he is up against a lot, yes, Nitish Kumar is up against a lot. There are parties raising the question of unemployment. There is anger which is palpable on ground. But is the anger strong enough for people to vote him out? That we'll know about only on 10th. Again, is that anger enough for people to see hope in Tejasvi Yadav, a young leader, 31-year-old, who is talking about Nitish being fatigued, Nitish Kumar thak gaye hain? We'll know about it only on 10th.
But how, what kind of an impact is the youth factor that Tejasvi Yadav has been harping on likely to have in these elections? Yesterday in his rally, Maria, he also pointed to the fact that both the Prime Minister and Nitish Kumar are 70 years old. He quite candidly went on to say that there's a difference of 2 generations between them and the young voters. What kind of an impact is this likely to have?
Yes. Vandana, look, Vandana, can you just get the audio fixed because there is a bad echo in my ear?
All right, we'll just try and, get that audio fixed for Maria. But before that, let's take a look at this report that
Yes.
Maria filed when she travelled to Muzaffarpur to do a reality check on whether Bihar is really a dry state.
I am in Muzaffarpur district of Bihar with a group of women voters to give you a sense of what will decide the vote of women voters of Bihar. Because let's not forget, election after election, Nitish Kumar had created this caste-neutral constituency. Are these women voters going back to their respective caste? Are they unhappy with the decision taken by Nitish Kumar of prohibition in 2015? मुझे ये बताइए सबसे पहले, शराबबंदी जो नीतीश कुमार ने शुरू किया, उससे फायदा हुआ या नुकसान?
पिए वाला के घर माने बेचे वाला के आबाद हो रहा है, पिए वाला बर्बाद हो रहा है, लोग देख रहा है तमाशा, ताली मार रहा है, सही बात, सबके बाल बच्चा बिलल्ला हो रहा है, बिलट रहा है, कमा के आता है बस खाना में चल जाता है, बाल बच्चा के खाना दे चाहे न दे।
कि क्या हुआ था शराबबंदी से, फायदा नुकसान क्या हुआ?
हर नुकसान है, कहाँ फायदा है शराबबंदी से? हम लोग के तार दिखते हैं, कारोबार में भी दिखते हैं, कहाँ कुछ बुझाया?
शराबबंदी से होला कि से और शराब पाउच वाला बंद होला या जमहरुआ और चालू हो गई, घर घर चोरी से बिका रहल या
मरद से घुस घुस के पी रहा है।
सो चोरी वाला अब ज्यादा हो रहा है।
तब एगो से स्माइल सब घरे घरे बेच रहा है।
तो पुलिस आता है, रुपया ले लेता है, घूस दे देता है, और पार्टी में घुसिया लेता है, पुलिस वाले के चल जाता है।
जो बॉर्डर पार नहीं करेगा तो दारू यहाँ कहाँ से आ जाएगा? बॉर्डर पार कराता है प्रशासन लोग या विधायक लोग, नेता लोग, तभी ना दारू यहाँ पहुँचता है। तो लोग पीता है तो इधर उधर खहेट के प्रशासन से मारता है, पकड़ के ले जाता है, उसको जेल में ठूसता है। वहाँ से दारू एवे नहीं करेगा तो पिएगा कहाँ से?
पीने वाला पकड़ाता है,
बेचने वाला बचता है, वो पैसा देता है, वो बच जाता है, पीने वाला को पकड़ को जेल में करता है।
लड़का सब आता है कमा करके, जा करके पी लेता है। हम लोग को खर्ची, जैसे खर्चा के लिए 100 150 दे दिए, 100 150 में आजकल होता नहीं है, जो क्या करें या नहीं करें, जो बचता है सो पी जाता है।
घर बर्बाद यही ना हो कि हाँ बंद भेलै दारू शराब, तो बंद होए के मतलब कि साफे बंद हो जाती। जहाँ तहाँ ट्रक पकड़ाई छै, जहाँ तहाँ थाना में जाके थाना मिलल रहे छै, जाय छै न घूस घास लेके गाड़ी छूट जाय छै, छूटलक तो थाने में से गायब हो जाय छै।
Well, going back to Maria. Maria, the same question about how the youth factor is likely to work or not for Tejasvi Yadav.
Look, Vandana, statistically speaking, the below 30-year-old are roughly 30%. So that's a huge constituency. And at the same time, the migrant workforce that has returned to the state are angry with Nitish Kumar because they say that in the neighboring state of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath arranged for buses to fetch his migrants home. But Nitish Kumar created these iron gates at borders and blocked the entry of migrants. So that is resonating in villages, particularly when the migrants say that Nitish Kumar abandoned his own people. They do talk about, however, the schemes of central government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and saying that they are beneficiaries of it. They're angry against Nitish, but they say that they feel that Garib Kalyan Yojana, which essentially provides them grains and lentils till the month of November, is something that has benefited them. So that is being talked about. Now, that is exactly the point. Can Prime Minister's charisma actually offset the negativity or anti-incumbency that is there against Nitish? So people may be unhappy with the state government when they see the larger umbrella of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Are they ready to take that gamble, or will Biharis look at as they have done in the past also, that there has to be one government at the center, another government in the state of Bihar. There is Prime Minister is good as the Prime Minister, but when it comes to the state of Bihar, they may choose somebody else. Now, coming to the question that you asked about how much is it resonating. In the university campus that I have been to from, Lalit Narayan Mithila University in Darbhanga to a university in Motihari, which is in East Champaran, students are talking about jobs. They are also remembering how Nitish Kumar on one occasion had said that Bihar is landlocked and hence job opportunities cannot be created. So there is a sense that Nitish may have delivered on multiple counts. Yes, he has delivered on Bijli Sadak Pani, but what after that? There has to be much more than that. But Vandana, over the course of my travel in the last 6 days, I did get one running theme as well, which is that there is a high percentage of voters which are silent, a significant percentage of voters who say that hum man nahi banaye hain, abhi kyun bata dein, which is essentially they do not wish to reveal their choice just as yet. So does it mean that this vote constituency is going to vote for status quo, or will they be voting for change? That is where the battle for Bihar will be decided. The silent voters who are of the opinion that they will be revealing only later. There are talks of change, there are talks of badlav, but that badlav, is Tejasvi really that change, or will Nitish Kumar be able to convince the people that as far as he is concerned, his work should be seen as work in progress. He has delivered and he will continue to do more if he is given another chance.
All right, Maria, thank you for joining us with your perspective on that story. Let's also bring in Amit Kumar, who joins us from Patna for more details. Amit, आज भी intense campaigning चल रही है बिहार में, back-to-back rallies हम देख रहे हैं सारे parties की ओर से. All right, we'll try and reconnect to Amit Kumar in just a bit. But like I was saying, back-to-back rallies in Bihar by all the main contenders in the state. Nitish Kumar has just concluded one rally. He has a couple of them lined up this afternoon as well at various constituencies. And we have BJP National President JP Nadda expected to address a rally in a short while from now at the Shram Kalyan Maidan, which is in Nalanda. He has rallies lined up after that as well. Devendra Fadnavis roped in for campaigning as well too. Tejaswi Yadav has a number of Jan Sabhas lined up all through the day. Remember, just a few days now to go for the Bihar elections to officially begin, which will take place in 3 phases. Elections to be announced, the results to be announced a few days after that. Nitish Kumar is battling anti-incumbency. Going back to Amit Kumar, Amit, back-to-back rallies हम आज देख रहे हैं बिहार में. Amit, if you can hear me, आज हम बिहार में back-to-back rallies, intense campaigning देख रहे हैं. All right, we'll try and sort out that audio issue with Amit in just a bit. But remember, the state is grappling with a lot at this point. Economic hardship on account of the coronavirus pandemic, especially on account of the huge migrant population. Employment generation is a major pole plank of all the parties. The RJD also released their manifesto just a short while from now, and they, remember, have promised 10 lakh government jobs